Today is May 4th. May 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. The 4th may be with you. It's May 4th be with you. Mhm. So that is it. I'm always trying to get a laugh, especially since February 28th, 2017, when the world started all over again. I lost my mother. I haven't made an old Mgtow video, and I try to let the videos make themselves per se. Sorry if you anybody who doesn't like that I have a lisp, which I've never heard myself lisp. However, if you don't like it, go look at Kim Kardashian or something. Anyway, be all that as it may. I gotta look at something here. Since my mother passed away, I've tried to immerse myself in the things in which where I was set to go. I don't spend my days and nights thinking about black women or the health bill, the Affordable Care Act, the unaffordable, the distractions that the world can offer. I like to be biblical in my application of my words and to shelter myself under the Most High, be that as it may. Yeah, I'm not going to. I think pictures, can explain, but if you can read the scriptures, if you can understand, then you can understand what I'm trying to convey in these pictures. So, um, that's a microcosm of my life as it is in fluidity. But you have to take a chance to take pause. You have to take pause and go look at this. Tommy Sotomayor, who I try not to put his videos in my description or in my titles, but I pay homage to the work that he's done, and he is like a tremendous example. We don't always agree, but you know what? We can agree to disagree. I'm not gonna punch him. Like, nigga, I can't stand the way that you, and then punch you in the face. It's like, who teaches people that? Anyway, we'll show you.
Your host, Tom. Breaking news, nigga. Breaking news. Hello, everyone. I'm Tommy Sotomayor, and this is another edition of TNN News Raw. And this story comes out of Louisiana. Many people have sent me this story, and I couldn't believe. Why the fuck am I lying? I can believe every damn thing that just happened in this damn story because that's what you get from the Terminatrix. Badass parenting, badass teaching. Now remember, black women are supposed to be the most educated people in the United States. So educated that their education doesn't mean any damn thing because they still act like hood rats. No matter how educated they are, no matter how much money they have, no matter what neighborhood they live in, they still dicks. Now let me tell you about these two dicks. In Louisiana, there were two teachers. Two. Both of them have been suspended because not only were they bullying one girl, but they encouraged an entire class to bully this girl. And if the class didn't do it, well, they would be failed. Don't believe me? Take a damn look right there.
And out of St. Landry Parish, two teachers were arrested. They are accused of instructing some students to bully an 11-year-old classmate. Investigators say Anne Marie Shelvin of Opelousas is accused of having a student bullied at Washington Elementary. According to the police report, Tracy Gallo of Opelousas filled in when Shelvin was removed from campus. Gallo was arrested for allegedly intimidating the student because Shelvin was reported to authorities.
Hold on, y'all hear that shit, right? So one teacher was bullying a student. While bullying the student, they were removed of their duties because they were bullying the student. The new teacher they replaced the old teacher with was mad that the student told on the old teacher, so she continued the bullying. Y'all didn't hear me. Say it again, fatty.
Report Tracy Gallo of Opelousas filled in when Shelvin was removed from campus. Gallo was arrested for allegedly intimidating the student because Shelvin was reported to authorities. Now, St. Landry Parish Sheriff Bobby Guidreau says the mother of the child filed a complaint on behalf of the 11-year-old. The report states that the students who were asked to do the bullying were told if they did not comply, they would not receive help with classwork or even fail school.
Damn.
School board member Anthony Stanberry says he doesn't know the full extent of what happened, but what he does know is enough to upset him.
As a St. Landry Parish school board member, St. Landry Parish is not going to tolerate.
But it seems like they've already tolerated it. You got rid of one teacher, and somehow the problem that you have at your school, sir, is systemic. Because when you got rid of one black terminatrix, the other BT-1000 took over. You know, because they have the same programming. No matter which BT-1000 you put at the job, they've all been prepared. They've all been programmed to do one thing.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop, ever, until you are dead.
That's right. Reese just told you. That's it.
Whatever action needs to be taken care of to handle the situation is what we plan to do.
According to the sheriff, the mother of the student involved told detectives that the bullying had been going on since October of last year.
Damn. Y'all hear that right? The bullying had been going on since October of last year. Now, we don't know the name of the student, and it's great that they didn't put the name of the student out. But we do know the name of both of the damn teachers. One is Tracy Gallo, and the other one is Anne Marie Shelvin.
To a great degree, this becomes redundant. It becomes so obvious, which I'm going somewhere with this because I don't want to make this a long video. Thank you, Tommy Sotomayor. We're going to bring up another one of your videos. These things are going on.
Ladies, gentlemen, Welcome to TNN News Raw. Your host, Tom. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to TNN News Raw. I'm your host, Mr. Tommy Sotomayor. And out of Atlanta, my hometown, my home state of Georgia, Hartsfield Airport, largest international airport in the world. More flights originate and go back and forth here than any other airport in the world. It's a nice airport. It's beautiful. They're continuing to build more things, and Delta is the #1 carrier in Atlanta. They have a...
Let me tell you something. I know a very nice man he told me his father drew the logo for Delta Airlines. I know about Delta Airlines, and I know about Atlanta, and I know about what he's about to talk about is if you are a black man, get the fuck out of Atlanta, because it's run by black women who fail their students while they cheat their grades and go to jail, and there's no outrage. And Colin Flaherty's coming up. Tommy Sotomayor, Colin Flaherty, names. I'm not trying to get clickbait. I don't. YouTube is taking away the revenue from the YouTubers, but I never got revenue. I think I earned a penny on paper. All right, but it's exponentially less than what I have gained in confidence and a place to, exercise my creativity. Fair use, fair use.
wing of their own. I enjoy flying Delta, and I've had no issues flying Delta. But I have had issues going into Atlanta. Atlanta's a nice place because, again, it's home for me. And many people know me from when I was younger. So it's like hometown boy does good. So when I come home, I get a lot of people treating me well in the airport, in the restaurants. But then I also remember when I left, one of the reasons why I hated Atlanta was because of the overabundance of black people, namely black women. Black women give the worst customer service out of any other group in the United States, and everyone knows this. Black women also cause more fights in public restaurants, in public places, transportation, blah, blah, blah. Black women also pay an inordinate amount of money to look like somebody else by throwing somebody else's hair on their head. This is a case of why a lot of people do not like black people around them, and I understand. A white Delta pilot has been suspended for trying to break up a fight between some black hoes who decided that they wanted to fight while exiting a plane. Now, again, I want you to watch the actions of the Delta pilot and then tell me.
Okay, this is where I want to jump in again, and he's going to bring it up again. These women, and by women, I mean I apologize to ladies or whoever shares the same gender, which that's all up for discussion these days. Anyway, there's no, they don't get arrested. I've talked about it before. Get loud. Be a man, or just be like a normal person. Go someplace and get too loud. Your ass will be in. Okay, I think you understand.
If he should have been suspended, nothing, or worse. Because right now, white liberals and so-called people who protect black women and believe black women are God, they actually believe this man should be fired and arrested. Take a look.
Oh, family and friends. Anybody from my family who's looking at this? If I see a situation like that, my number one goal would be to cross the street. Unlike this nice white man, I would cross the street and I would hope that they do to each other whatever their highest goal was. So, yeah, now, go on.
Well, now you guys saw what happened with the Terminatrix. The Terminatrix were deboarding a flight on the 21st of April. And while they were deboarding the flight, I guess tempers had flared during the flight. And, well, they got into a fight. They started pulling each other's naps and rolling around on the floor, and even one woman decided to set them. Now, the pilot says that what he did was he slapped their wrist to try to get them to break up. But many people believe that he slapped the woman in the face. Now, the woman didn't seem to be bothered, but then when you hit a machine, nothing really happens. But the question has to be, do you believe his suspension was warranted? Now, at the outset, again, this happened on the 21st, Delta has told the news people that they suspended him pending an investigation, but they felt like he acted in accordance to the law. The unnamed pilot has since then returned to the skies and is currently flying for Delta. Now, that's the problem. Number one, the pilot was not named. And number two, people believe that the pilot should have been fired and or arrested instead of continuing to keep his job. But I say this to white people. I understand why you don't want black folks around, because when I see black folks, I don't like them. Now, you need to understand that the reason why a lot of these black people act this way isn't because black people are inherently bad. Because if you remember, black Africans don't like black Americans. Most foreign blacks don't like American blacks because of how American blacks purport themselves. And the reason why American blacks purport themselves so poorly is because America decided to take the father out of the home and leave it to the most irresponsible group of people on earth. Allow them to do all kinds of crap like this. First off,
Okay. This is very compelling. Please look up Tommy Sotomayor TV. You will. He's very educational, and it deserves your time. I'm going to try to run a short of this as short as I can because it's very critical in the dynamic that is the cesspool of, like, anybody needs to be celebrated. Who in the Fig Newton chocolate fudge factory needs to be separated and be celebrated? Colin Flaherty. Look him up. He's doing great work.
The other day, we posted a video about a couple of episodes of black violence in nail salons. We've done dozens and dozens of these videos over the years. Yes, dozens and dozens of black women going into a nail salon or hair salon and then fighting the manager, the owner, the customer, all on the way out the door without paying the bill. So that's what we did the other day. 2 episodes, one very involved, lots and lots of argy-bargy, where the woman was threatening, said she was going to bring her friends down and have a lot of protests because everybody knows it is against the law. You cannot put your hands on a black woman. Well, I posted that video, And just like a minute after I posted it, there were already comments coming in, so I didn't feel like taking it down and doing it again.
Okay, if you remember, I told you the story about my friend that I knew from Delta that did the logo for Delta, and I've done logos, and you guys know me. Let me slow it down. Just slow it down, just a taste. Just a tasty taste. Let me slow it down. Just a tasty taste.
Men put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. They shall be abundantly satisfied with the fatness of thy house, and thou shalt make them drink of the river of thy pleasures. For with thee is the fountain of life. In thy light shall we see light. O continue thy loving kindness unto them that know thee, and thy righteousness to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride come against me, and let not the hand of the wicked remove me. There are the workers of iniquity fallen. They are cast down, and shall not be able to rise. Psalm 37, a psalm of David. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord, and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger, and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place.
So this is so engaging, and I have other videos, but this is the old Mgtow video.
Another video, same deal. This was down in Florida. Black woman goes into a salon, decides she'd rather beat the piss out of the owner than pay her $75 bill for hair, nails, whatever. Anyway, as soon as I got that video, I thought, damn, I'm gonna have to wait for another hair salon video because I don't want to do that one by itself. I wanted to tag it with other ones and do just one video out of it. Didn't have to wait too long because all the people down in Ohio, where this previous episode took place, they decided that this black woman who attacked these Asian owners, Asian managers, Asian employees, and their customers, attacked them, and not just physically, also verbally. Well, you're going to see what they say, why that is not allowed. So I thought we'd play the protest news story, and then we'll do the latest episode of Black Violence in a Nail Salon to kind of give us a better idea of what these folks are protesting about.
I got into a fight with a motherfucker that became friends with people who were common to me. You can all extrapolate, and I'm not gonna even look it up the word, but extrapolate. Yeah, I have to. I haven't done one of these videos in a minute, so I want to be true to what the tenet of it is to cite. Okay. extend the application, the method of conclusion, the application of method or conclusion when based on statistics to an unknown situation by assuming that an existing trends will continue or method will be. So, in order to extrapolate,
You're allowed to protest, but you can't block one. You can't block the other.
Oh no, he's gone. He went down the street.
He's out of here.
He's gone.
We're just transferring information of black on there.
Right, exactly. And we're saying if it was a black, if it was a black man that did that, the black man would be downtown on $1 million boat.
Black man will be dead.
Right, that's true too. That's true too.
That's true.
That's actually that's true.
Abusing black women on camera all over the country. And we already let it know that it's not going to be accepted. You cannot, even if they was in the wrong, there's better ways to do it. You cannot put your hands on a black woman.
wait a minute. Hold up. Hey, what the fuck did this motherfucker just say? It doesn't matter what this goddess does. You don't do anything to stop her in reciprocal value. Let's look up reciprocal. So you can't touch her, but they can touch you. Okay.
Man, no matter what the situation. No, a black woman. We're here for black women, whatever. Anybody else but black woman. It was a black woman that got disrespected. It wasn't nobody else that got disrespected. It was a black woman that got manhandled.
Now, I don't like to talk about other people's clothes, but I'm going to show you the clothes that I wear.
It shall not.
This is what I wear. And I don't go around offering advice to people. Y'all can see. If you are going to go around offering advice
all over the country, it's only let it be known that
could you get out of your pajamas? Could you get the fuck out of your pajamas?
it's not acceptable. This is a new age, and it's all going to be tolerated.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
So this is where I wanted to let you off at the train station, at the bus station, to contemplate what you will. Is who is leading this? Who is the Svengali? Okay, we're gonna look up Svengali. That's the last word. A person who exercises controlling or mesmerizing influence. All right. Here's a Svengali.
Well, a new study in the journal Pediatrics describes it as, quote, unethical to call breastfeeding natural because doing so might undermine feminism. The study says, quote, coupling nature with motherhood can inadvertently support biologically deterministic arguments about the roles of men and women in the family. Kathy Aru is a journalist and publisher of Catalina Magazine, and she joins us now. Kathy, thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So this was kind of a baffling story. One, that people are inserting politics into breastfeeding, which seems like it would be off limits for politics. But two, why it would be controversial to call breastfeeding natural. If breastfeeding is not natural, what is natural?
Well, breastfeeding doesn't come...
Okay, first you got to understand that she has constipation.
Naturally, as pediatrician...
Constipation of the fucking face. All right? But you got all these black bitches who subscribe to this witch. And by witch, I mean witch, or you could say bitch. Kurt Waldheim.
It's not exactly easy. There are lactation specialists out there. There's a whole industry out there. So breastfeeding isn't exactly natural. It doesn't come naturally to women. So what they're saying is, which I'm so happy there's a study out there that are finally letting women not have this guilt trip, that it's okay to hand the formula over to daddy, to the men, and it's natural for a man to feed a baby. So they're saying that only a woman able to feed a child is...
All right. I'm not going to interrupt this monologue, but I'm going to say, leave those Eves and Jezebels and Delilahs behind. If you let the devil ride, pretty soon he will be driving and your ass will be on the side of the road. We understand that. So you get what you get. You deserve what you get.
It's unethical and inappropriate, and I'm so glad that women are let off the hook. Finally.
I mean, it's not unethical or inappropriate, whatever those words mean. I mean, it's the opinion of some physicians that breast milk is superior to formula, and other people disagree, and it's a debate that has raged for quite some time. But what you seem to be saying is it is bad because it suggests that women have a different role in motherhood than men do, but they do because women are the only people biologically capable of bearing children. Is that now a controversial observation?
Well, the study is saying, though, that women are not the only ones who could feed the children. So that's what they're trying to say. It is natural for others to be able to feed the children. So the whole burden is not on the mother. So that's what they're trying to say with this study.
Okay, but that's okay. First of all, of course that's true.
Right.
Of course.
But that's kind of a... Men could... I don't know. But it's suggesting...
This is the same white girl that tells you that your hair would look good and your fat ass is so look like a queen and shit, and all you lying ass motherfuckers.
Feed the children. So that's what they're trying to say. It is natural for others to be able to feed the children. So the whole burden is not on the mother. So that's what they're trying to say with this study.
Okay, but that's okay. First of all, of course that's true.
Right.
Of course. But that's kind of a decision. What do you mean? I don't think women are stupid.
There are some women that actually... I interviewed a pediatrician that had a mother that had a child starving for 2 weeks. She was not able to lactate. She was not able to produce breast milk for 2 weeks. The baby had lost weight, and she refused to give that baby formula for fear that her baby was not going to get the perfect breast milk and would have to turn to formula. The baby ended up in the NICU.
That's a totally fair point, and that's a shame when people feel like...
And people do
there's
feel
no
like
alternative.
that.
Perhaps there are some, but that's not what's really going on here. This is gender politics intruding on the personal decisions that parents make.
Well,
it's also blurring the lines. It's suggesting, by the way, that men can breastfeed, which I don't think they can.
It's suggesting that men could... I don't know, but it's suggesting that...
Well, I do know. The answer is they can't.
So.
I have 4 children. I can tell you.
I don't know your secrets, but no. What they're saying is that men can feed children. They're finally putting a study out there that's saying that breast milk is not the only way to go. There are other ways, and other things are natural.
You're dodging what I'm...
Okay. I'm going to extend this out a little bit, but I just want to say that it's the insidious aspect of these bitches right here, these white liberal motherfuckers, that give permission to these black bitches to have their abortions and to turn, twist the truth, to wick the truth, to wick it.
What I'm saying. Look, I don't. Strictly speaking, I don't disagree with you.
Thank you.
But the debate is whether breast milk is better or worse than formula. And again, that is a scientific debate that nutritionists and physicians can have.
Right.
This is feminist groups saying, how dare you suggest that it's better for women to feed babies because that somehow ties them biologically to the act of procreation. And my only point is, feminists, as usual, are helping to obscure biological realities because they don't like them. And that's an attack on science, and I'm against that.
It's a study that's just saying it's inappropriate to say that breast milk is the only natural way to feed a child. A man could naturally feed a child in other ways.
Actually, a man can't naturally feed a child. A man can't produce formula.
Love that baby and naturally give it formula. Natural. It's natural. Loving is natural.
Okay. It's just, can you just take 3 steps back?
No.
And acknowledge that there's something pretty awful about inserting gender politics into something as beautiful and intimate as the first days of a child's life.
You know
and maybe parents can say, hey, back off.
It's not beautiful. Breastfeeding is not beautiful. Breastfeeding, it causes so many headaches, and it can be so...
I guess I can't be beautiful because I was breastfed as a baby.
The bridle while the wicked is before me. I was dumb with silence. I held my peace even from good, and my sorrow was stirred. My heart was hot within me while I was musing the fire burned. Then spake I with my tongue. Lord, make me to know mine end and the measure of my days, what it is, that I may know how frail I am. Behold, thou hast made my days as an handbreadth, and mine age is as nothing before thee.
I was breastfed as a baby from my mother, who passed away on February 28th, 2017. She was 17 years old when I was born. She died in 2017. It hurt so bad. But I'm still alive. And I will survive. Just as long as I know how to live, I know I will survive. I got all my life to live. I got all my life to give. I will survive. So this is old Mgtow. May the 4th be with you. 2017. Make your own videos, do your own research. And you know what? Whoever you don't like, leave them to their own devices. When they show up, all like-minded people get you and then leave them there by themselves. Make your own videos, do your own research. Do not believe me, but do not believe anyone else except for the scriptures. Good night.
Trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. Many, O Lord my God,